today I'm going to go through what sold this weekend as well as a haul at the end of the video. So the haul is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to. Normally I'll go sourcing. I will let bags of clothing kind of build up until I do a haul video, until I'm ready to take one. And I will just kind of show you guys the items as they're being pulled out of the bag, and they might be wrinkled. They still have the Goodwill tags on them or wherever they're from. So this time around I already washed and steamed all of the garments, so you will see them as they would be presented on my platforms that I'm selling on. So I know you guys probably like the old way because it's kind of like an unbagging video, but I felt like going back and watching all of my haul videos, I couldn't really even see what I was showing you guys because most of the items were like all wrinkled up, and it was really hard to show you guys the labels because as I would hold them up to the camera, they would get washed out. So I'm gonna try a different type of haul video this time around. If you guys don't like it and you want me to go back to the old way where I'm just pulling things right out of the bag that they came in, that's fine. I can do that too, but I thought I would switch things up, make it easier for you guys to see what I'm showing you. So what I sold this weekend, so these things are in no particular order. I have things that sold on plenty of different platforms, so I will tell you guys which ones sold on which platforms as I go through. I didn't have like a crazy sales weekend. I wasn't getting notifications left and right. It was more of like a steady sales weekend where I was just selling things that were at a higher price point. I didn't like have any huge ticket item that sold for like $75 to $100 or anything. The sales flow was pretty consistent, but yeah, I wasn't getting notifications left and right. But I wasn't very active this weekend either, so I'm happy with what I sold. Like I said, these aren't in order. I sold a new with tags Trina Turk dress. It's a floral cute summery dress. I think I had it listed for $48. Somebody offered me $35 on eBay, and I sat on the offer because I'm like, I know it's getting towards summertime. I'm pretty sure I will be able to sell this for full asking price, but eBay, I think they only take like 10% of the sale or something. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna accept it. I don't even think I counter offered, so I accepted it. And then I sold a pair of Donald J. Pliner clogs, which if you guys don't know, Donald J. Pliner is a really, it's a higher end shoe brand, shoe designer. Their shoes go for like upwards of $300. So these clogs I only had listed for a week. Somebody offered me $45 and I accepted the best offer. I've had a couple pairs of Donald J. Pliner listed for like over 2 months that I can't move, and they're at a very reasonable price in perfect condition. But I think the reason these ones sold is because the design is just really unique. You know, they have like these really abstract cutout, very pronounced outer soles. I sold a Prana t-shirt for $10. I think that was just a full price sale. I had it listed at $10. It had this really cool, like it reminded me of like a henna bib design. I didn't accept that. That one was like a full price sale. And then I also sold a Nike golf skirt. That was another full price sale. I just had it listed for $20. Somebody came in and bought it. It was just a khaki skirt. So keep your eye out for Nike golf because that has also moved quickly for me. I think all of the Nike golf pieces that I've sold were full asking price. Like somebody was just searching for a piece and they found mine and they just bought it. I sold a pair of men's Theory pants for $20. It was, I don't want to say it was a hard pill for me to swallow, but I thought for sure I was going to get between 25 and 30 for them. I think I had them listed at 32. Somebody offered me 20. Again, I sat on it. I had already had a slow beginning from the beginning of the weekend, so I'm just like, whatever, I'm not going to be greedy. So I accepted it. I didn't even counter because I didn't want to lose the sale at that point. And that was on Poshmark. I sold a Ralph Lauren navy blouse on Mercari. So this one's actually interesting. I had it listed for like $38 with free shipping. Somebody asked if I would take 35 or something like that. She messaged me, and I was just feeling generous, so I just sent her an offer for 30 with free shipping because I'm like, she was patient with me to wait for me to respond, because I think it took a while for me to respond. So I just sent her an offer for $30. So moving on, I sold, so this isn't a clothing item, as you guys can see. If you haven't been following me for a while, I sell anything and everything. My main focus, my main priority is clothing, because it's a quick flip. It's easy to list, it's easy to store, it's easy to ship. You just put something in, you know, a nice poly mailer, a thank you card, and you send it off. It's said and done. You don't have to worry about it getting broken during shipment. But I started reselling vintage kitchenware, vintage homeware, home goods before I started reselling clothing. So I still do resell vintage kitchenware, resell vintage ceramics, glass, whatever. But that's kind of like my side gig now, because it's not as practical to send out, you know, 3-pound ceramic vases every single day. So anyway, speaking of that, I sold a beautiful mid-century vase for $28 on Etsy. I think they paid like $10 in shipping, and I paid like $3 for that. So that was a good flip. It was a Lenox, so I know a lot about vintage ceramics, and like what I can usually tell what decade something's from just by the design or the mark on the bottom. That is one of my strong points, so I can go through ceramics quickly before I go sourcing for clothing, and I can just flip the bottoms and see what the maker is and decide if I want to bring it home or not. I usually don't bring home big vases because of, you know, the problem with shipping, but this one was about 9 inches tall, and it was just a beautiful like pastel pink, and I knew it would sell, and I never dropped the price. I listed it at $28 and it sold. So if you are someone who resells clothing, just consider kind of getting your foot in the door. Look at the bottom. Every time you go to the Goodwill, go through the ceramic aisle, and you just flip the bottoms and look for a certain mark. You know, most of the time, if it is a special maker, they will sell at a pretty good price. There's so many ceramic and glass collectors out there. So if you're someone who resells clothing and you're looking into other things, I would highly suggest vintage ceramics. Hopefully I didn't just babble on too long. I also sold a pair of NYDJ jeans on eBay. These ones I sold for $27. Like I said, I don't pay shipping on eBay, so she paid like $8 in shipping. Those were brand new with tags, so I knew those would move, so I was not gonna adjust my price on those, and sure enough, they sold. So the last thing I have on here, it looks like I sold this beautiful vintage infant baby gown that came with a bonnet. It was like, you guys can see it in the picture, super cute. It was size 6 to 12 months. I had it listed on Etsy at $22 with, you know, $4 shipping because I can ship it out first class, and somebody bought it. So another thing that does well is vintage baby girls clothing, especially, obviously it has to be in good condition, but there are certain styles. I've had great luck selling vintage 90s color block onesies. Those will flip for like 20 bucks out the door, and you know, you pay 99 cents for them at my local Goodwill. You really can't go wrong. Plus I just love taking pictures of like little baby clothes. It's so cute. So that is what I sold. So hopefully this helped you guys. Of course, I wish I would have sold more. I did feel I was kind of like down in the dumps last night because it was Saturday night and I hadn't had that many sales, and I had gone on a shopping spree, and then I went out to eat, and like the whole time I was kind of like waiting for my flow of sales to come, and it didn't happen. So I was kind of feeling guilty about the money that I spent yesterday, because the best feeling in the world is when you're shopping or treating your family out to dinner and you make sales that cover the cost of, you know, the activities that you're doing. So that didn't happen for me this weekend, so I was a little bummed out. But, you know, there are good weekends and there are bad weekends, and the most important thing to remember is not to let it get you down. After I'm done recording these videos, the first thing I'm going to do is go take pictures of more inventory that has not been listed, and I'm going to list, and then I'm going to share on Poshmark and price drop on Mercari. So just let a slow sales weekend really motivate you. With that being said, I am going to go into the haul video with you guys that I was just telling you about. This haul that I'm about to show you is from multiple stops. I think it was maybe 3 or 4 Goodwill stops that I went through. I scoured everything, even the men's section, even the kids section. I didn't walk out with, you know, 100 pounds worth of stuff, but I did walk out with some cute things. So a lot of the brands that I'm about to show you guys are just bread and butter brands. I didn't find Burberry or Escada or anything like my last haul, but bread and butter brands move quickly. As you guys know, those are one of my favorite things to sell. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for the haul. So I have these organized by style, and I'm just going to dive right in, as I always say. So this is my first time finding this brand, Young, Fabulous, and Broke. The comps looked decent on it. I think I only paid $1.99 for it. So I'm going to list this one for about $20. I usually don't pick up Anne Klein, although her dresses have done well for me. It's just one of those brands that I have sat on for a long time. It's not anything super special that I would pick up just for the brand, but this is a really cute career style top. It has this adorable detailing at the side, and it just reminds me of like a woodland, just like a woodland theme. So I will probably list this one around $18 to $20. I found this Prana tank top, and the reason I picked it up is because it has a built-in sports bra. So because of this, I will probably list it for around $20 again. I also don't always pick up Banana Republic, but this one is not a factory. So as you guys probably know, if it has the 2 or 3 diamonds underneath the lettering, it is a factory piece. So I usually don't pick up factory pieces regardless, although they do well for some people. It's just not my cup of tea, but I love this print, and it actually is a cold shoulder top. It's in excellent condition. We'll probably list this one at about $25. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I love my plus sizes because they sell well for me. This is an adorable bright yellow drawstring Lane Bryant top. Lane Bryant and Torrid are bread and butter brands for me. I will probably list this one at around $20. Victoria's Secret. It's a 2-piece set. It has like this kimono style robe to it, and underneath is this baby doll sleeper. It's in excellent condition. It feels like, you know, it came right out of the factory or whatever you want to call it. So this one I will probably list for around $25 to $30 because it is a 2-piece set. I also found this Athleta, which looks like a newer label to me. It's an extra long plum purple cardigan with this clasping at the front. I will probably list this one. I will start it around $30. Now we're moving on to the bottoms. I don't always pick up Miss Me, but these are really cute Bermuda shorts, and the Miss Me's with extra detailing at the pockets do well. So this, I will probably list this pair for around $35 to $40 to start, which may seem like a lot, but I do think that this is a more unique style. I also found some Lucy leggings. So these ones are capri length, they're compression. I will probably start them around $25. And then these Lucy leggings have, these are a boot cut, and they have this fold over top part. It looks like, when I first saw it, I thought it was like a skirt, and then I realized there were leggings underneath. I will probably start this one at $25 as well. So when I tell you guys what I'm going to list something for, it doesn't always sell for that price, of course. Usually it's give or take, you know, 10 to 20% of the item. But I do have full price sales still, which are super exciting. I found these Athleta pants. I think these are like hiking pants. These are in really good condition. I'll probably start around $20. Also, this is my first time finding Soft Surroundings bottoms. So a lot of people say Soft Surroundings does well on eBay. Personally, it's not my favorite brand to resell, but I'm a sucker for it still. Retail, the retail prices can get up there, so I will probably list this pair of pants for $25 because they are 100% cotton. They're just very casual, like lounge style. this is my first time finding Henry and Bell, which I looked up the comps on, and they're kind of all over the place. So I will probably start these ones at around $30 because they feel very new and crispy, and they have, of course, the style names right there, so it's going to be easy to find images of to see how they fit. These are just really nice. I know some people struggle moving white pants, but I really wanted to get my foot in the door with this brand. I also found True Religion jeans. I will probably list, these are skinny fit and they have a simple detail at the back, at the butt pocket. I will probably list these ones for $25 to $30 to start. Here's some Joe's jeans. So a lot of people say that they can't move Joe's jeans, but I have sold them at full asking price. They've moved rather quickly for me. So I will start these ones at around $25 to $30. They're just a very simple boot cut. Moving on to the men's, I have this vintage, I'm guessing from the tag, like 1990s Walt Disney top. It's in excellent condition and it has this awesome graphic on the front. It's really unique. I think this will do well on Mercari or Relove. So I will start at around $40, which seems high, but it isn't Disney, it is Walt Disney World, so you had to get this at the park. And because of this unique graphic and the amazing condition, I think $40 is a fair asking price to start. So I don't always pick up Ralph Lauren men's, but I found a pretty big drop-off of them at my local Goodwill, and I picked up all of them, and I let my fiance try on the ones that he liked. He liked all of them, but these ones just did not fit him right, so I'm just going to resell them. I thought about returning them, and I'm like, you know, they're a Blake 100% cotton. They're both the same size, and they're both the same style, so I will probably be able to bundle them up on eBay for around $30 for the bundle, so I will be making my money back plus some, of course. So that is it for the clothing. And then this is my first time finding a, bear with me here. This is my first time finding a Donald Pliner bag. So I was so excited to find this. As soon as I felt it, I didn't realize what it was right away, but I was like, oh, this is heavy. It feels like it's 10 pounds. And I looked at all the hardware and the inside. Of course, it came with like a serial number, and it is authentic. So I will probably start this one around $75 because it is like this beautiful candy apple red. I think it will do well. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that haul. I hope you enjoyed this video in general. Hopefully it helped somebody out there to realize, you know, not every single weekend is going to be a killer weekend. But I knew I was going to show you guys my sales because I want to start doing what sold videos, because I personally like seeing what other resellers have sold, so I know what people are really moving quickly, what people are selling. It's one thing to see a bunch of hauls, but it's another thing to see what those things actually sold for. So hopefully the sales video that I just showed you guys, hopefully it brings in more of like a realistic outline of what I actually sold compared to, you know, all of the hauls I usually show you guys without showing you what actually sold. So as always, follow me on Instagram if you don't already. It's honey.rags, and from there is a link tree to all of my platforms: Poshmark, Relove, eBay, Mercari, I think Etsy. I think all of those links are on there. Again, follow me if you don't already, and I would seriously love it if you hit the subscribe button. Not to sound basic, but it does give me lots of motivation, you know, when I see subscribers coming in and people commenting on all my videos, which I read every single comment I get regardless. It's like, it gives me motivation to keep making more videos, because I feel like, you know, there's people out there who actually want to see this. Maybe I'm helping them, maybe I'm just passing the time as they're shipping things or sharing their closet, whatever it may be. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more reseller related content, and as always, I hope you guys have happy selling.